behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Bash TV. Palm Bash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Got another great interview coming up shortly, but before we begin, don't forget about that subscribe button and bell buttons below you there. You'll always be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And if you leave a comment on the comment section, we'd love to hear from you there. And also, if you pay attention to the description as well as the closing credits at the end of this program, there'll be contact info for you. So I hope you will stay tuned for that. From West Palm Beach, Florida today, we have Mike Sudinsky, and he's an awesome artist, and I think you're going to agree. And we'll get to that in a second, but first, there's a quick word from the King Gordon Show, so don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from West Palm Beach, Florida, we have Mike Sudinsky with us. Thanks for joining us, Mike.
Hey, Paul. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you here. So how did it all begin for you? I mean, I'm sure you grew up in a musical family, or maybe you just kind of decided on your own you wanted to do this. I mean, everyone has their own story, but tell us your story.
Well, I growing up, I got into music early, and I went through the drums, and that didn't fit, and then I tried trumpet, and the band director pushed me over backwards in my chair, trying to get me to breathe through my stomach. So I ended up eventually picking up saxophone and played that all through high school and in bands after high school, and we had a great jazz band in high school, and had a lot of fun with that. And then that music sort of evolved into playing in some bands and singing, and then I ended up leading worship in some pretty sizable churches down the road. And then about 22, 23 years ago, it just sort of all came to a stop. Just in general, just life changes, family and coaching kids sports, and literally just sort of put music on the shelf for about 20 years. And then about 2.5 years ago, I decided I needed a break from 18-hour work days, find me some me time. So I decided to teach myself how to play guitar. And once I got proficient enough with that, it just sort of evolved into, there's backing tracks. I don't need a band. And then I started playing some gigs, and, I'm probably, they say, are you a singer guitarist? Or I said, well, that's probably being generous on the guitar part, but it's I call it basically upgraded karaoke. So and it just evolved into starting to write some music and using the music stuff that I'd learned over the years. And about a month and a half ago, I started releasing some original music, and as I tell everybody, I'm about as green as the grass when it comes to this, but it sure has been a lot of fun.
Okay. That's quite a story too, and I'm glad you're still doing the music thing even today. What were some of the influences you had growing up? Some of the popular bands that you really enjoyed and helped inspire you there?
Gosh, playing in high school, playing saxophone, I really listened to everything. I mean, from Benny Goodman and some of the great jazz bands, all the way through to someone like an Aerosmith and Kiss, and you name it. I mean, even when I gig now, I play stuff from Elvis to Prince, and Chris Stapleton, and everything in between. So I guess it's a lifetime of greatest hits, is what I call it. I'm 61 now, so I'm probably getting a little later to start at this in life than most, but it makes you feel young, and I got a pretty good music library to draw from.
Okay, yeah, those are some good ones, especially Benny Goodman if you're a jazz fanatic, And,
oh yeah,
and like you mentioned, Prince and so forth. Some really good bands there, and of course that's what we stand for here at Paul Mash TV. We do all genres, and so that's a pretty good lineup there. Now, if people want to, get some of your music, and I mean, where can you go? I mean, can you go on an official website? Are you on streaming, social media? So forth. Tell everybody about that.
Yeah, they can. Everything I've released is on Spotify, YouTube Music, um, Amazon Music, Prime Music, I believe. So I've worked through some companies that really do a good job distributing. I've got my own site on SoundCloud, which is another place you can track all of it down. But Spotify seems to have been the most active as far as where people are finding it. It's gotten some of the music's gotten some really good response, a lot of saves and a lot of playlisting. So you can find it under Mike Sudinsky. I guess if you put in Sudinsky, I can promise you it's the only one that's going to come up.
Okay, well, go to those places he mentioned to you. I know you won't be disappointed. And we're getting ready to play this video. It's called Hump Day Happy Hour. It's sort of self-explanatory, but maybe there's a story behind it. But anyway, go ahead and tell us that story.
Well, it's funny. I was driving around one day and I just sort of started with a little bit of a hook you'll hear it in the song, coming in hot. And I'm like, coming in, yeah, and I do a lot of driving with the work that I do. So, it sort of evolved from there. And then I added the hump day to it. And pretty soon I had a chorus. And probably over about 3-4 weeks, it sort of rounded itself out. And I got a chance to put some chords and things to it. And it sort of exploded from there into what you'll hear today.
Okay, well, I love this song, and you guys are definitely going to love it. And we'll get to that in just a second. But Mike, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show today. We'd love to welcome you back if you ever have anything new to plug in the future. So let us know, and maybe we'll have you back on again sometime.
Yeah, I certainly will. I got a couple other things coming out, so we'll follow up on those.
Okay, well, without further ado, here it is, Mike Sudinsky with Hump Day Happy Hour, and it begins right now.
Happy hour again. It's hump day, happy hour. Practice for the weekend, I am coming in hot. That music draws me in, gonna kick up a little dust. It's hump day, happy hour. Just wrapped up the third Monday of the week. Need to let off little steam, if you know what I mean. A little music, a little smoke, and ice cold beer, Jack and Coke. I know just where to find my friend. It's hump day, happy hour. Practice for the weekend, I am coming in hot. That music draws me in, gonna kick up a little dust. It's hump day, happy hour. day escape is all part of the plan. It's hump day, happy hour again. Practice for the weekend, I am coming in high. That music draws me in, gonna kick up a little dust. It's hump day, happy hour. It's hump day, happy hour. Practice for the weekend, I am coming in high. That music draws me in, gonna kick up a little dust. It's hump day, happy hour.